Good day, everyone. My name is Coach Salisu. This session is centered on technical and fundamental analysis, right? So we shared a video on all the groups as regards how to pick trade using the two indicator tactics and pro strategy. I must believe most of us here should have watched the video. The reason why we decided to postpone the last week's session on Sunday was just so that you guys can have time to watch the video and come back and ask your question. I have something very special for you guys today, which I feel, based on the nature of the market, one need to have reflect back and understand what royalty is. And even though you are in floating loss, you don't have anything to fear because your cash is in your custody. It's just a matter of time for the market to recover. There are one major fundamental news that is shaking the market, pre-shaking the market, is the outcome of the result of the US election. As you know, if you compare the two presidents, right, even though Kamala Harris, US President Kamala Harris, is talking about crypto, that she will do something about it, you will find out that for the fact that Trump came out to say that he is a strong promoter of cryptocurrency and he's going to make US one of the crypto hub in the world. That tells you that if Trump should win the election, he will do everything possible to see that US is number one in crypto. That's going to pump the market, right? That's why you see that people that are investors are wants to use the result to know whether they would want to invest or not, put more money or not for now, although even if the interest rate is going down. So these are the things that we're going to discuss today, right? So if you have, based on the video that was shared on the group, you can't be in this industry and be ignorant. You cannot be in this industry and be ignorant. It's not going to work. You can't make the money with ignorance, right? Go check out how many books Elon Musk read in a week, in a year. Check out how many books Bill Gates reads in a year. Check out how many books Jeff Bezos reads in a year. Go and check it out. More than 50 books in a year. More than 50 books in a year. All these people I just mentioned, right? It shows that you can't make the money with ignorance. There's no possible. You have to keep attending Zoom on a regular basis. And you have to make sure your team members, even if maybe probably some of us would have our own personal group, of course, most of us would have our own personal groups, and would want to see that we are getting the information, tapping it, and now share with them. Make sure you are consistent. That's how Dr. Money did. That's what she did. That's what Jensen Akar. You can see how Dr. Money is still pushing Royal IQ, even though she's a businessman, making good cash. Some of us cannot even push Royal IQ like her. She knows what she's getting there. So, guys, if you have any question, I'm going to make Queen. I can see, unfortunately, Coach Mo is not with me here today. I'm going to make Queen Hope. I'm going to make you a co-host. You and Wealth Creation. I don't think Wealth Creation is here. I'm going to make King Fahad. You are a co-host. Please just help me, just in case network does its own thing. It's fine then. So if you have any question as regards the video that was shared on all the groups, the two indicator tactics, remember that if you're using the two indicator tactics, it's nice, it's good. You should have your 3 watch list. If you have created an account with TraderView is working perfectly now. Recently, they've been having a maintenance. First thing first, this session is going to be divided into 3. The first part is to respond to your question based on the videos that were shared on the group. The second part is to run you through, guys, through something special, something you need to know about Royal Q, right? Just because of based on the way the nature of the market is behaving. And lastly, we'll talk about the fundamentals, right? So let's go first with the first session of the class, which is the question. The video that was shared on the group last week on Monday, Monday. Have you watched it? If you have watched it, you have any question, you have any challenge, If you have not watched it, King Fahad, please, you can go and share the video again, or Queen Hope, share the video on all groups. Maybe probably on some people will not have laid their hands on it, right? Go and watch that video. Those are two ways you can just pick trades with ease. Some people will say you want to pick trade without indicator. Yes, I don't pick trade with indicators, but you start with that one to grow. If you want to stick to it, you can remain with it. It's still something that you can use to keep putting money in your pocket on a regular basis, as long as you are ready to follow the instruction that you see on that group, on that video. So let me see your question on the chat. Let me see your question on the chat as regards the two videos that were shared on the group. Oh, you guys, are you saying, should I say that everybody, 47 of us here, we now know how to use that video to pick signal on our own? Or maybe some of us have not, most of us have not watched it. I know some people on this call that I can beat my chest. Yes, they've actually watched it and they know how to pick trade with it. Okay, if you have not watched the video, the group you got this link from, King Fahad or Queen Hope will share that video. The RQTMI2 indicator. Remember, there are 3 ways of picking trades. The first thing you should learn is to trade without analysis using that video of trading without analysis on the YouTube channel. Go to the playlist, how to generate RQTMI signals. You will see on that playlist, you see all the 3 videos. Learn how to trade without analysis using the 25 volatile coins. That one is very, very easy. Then you now move to 2 indicator tactics. Then you now move to the pro strategy, right? However, another way one of the best way you can even trade without indicators, where you have to go and apply what is referred to as smart money concept, market structure mapping, knows the break of market structure shift, sell side. All these things are things that when you start to teach it, right, not everybody can just grab. You just decided to bring out something that is on a easy for everyone to just watch and cash out, unless you're not following instruction on that video. So, but before that, I would want to see more questions. Okay, so go back to the group you got this link from. Go back to the group you got this link from. Queen Hope or King Fahad will share the video. If you don't have the account, okay, go all the groups, share it on all the all the groups, so that people that are not in challenge group can also see it, right? This is royalty community. All of us are business partners. Regardless of whether you are in this team, no, there's nothing like that. We all one trying to see that we fight inflation, which is our enemy. We are all seeing how we can use this business to fight inflation, right? So please, if you have any question, ensure you share. Today is for question. Doesn't mean that you cannot just come on this. It means you've not watched it. Some of us don't like watching videos, but you can watch Netflix. That will not put money in your pocket. I'm not seeing questions. Doesn't mean that you guys already know it. If you guys can testify that you know it, I'll be very happy. It shows that you guys can cash out at any point in time. Royalty still remain the best business on the surface of the earth as far as online business is concerned. Most importantly is because how do you activate? Yeah, when you want to activate your bot, you are supposed to go and meet the person that invited you to the group you got this link from. Get back to the person to get his invitation code before you can activate your bot. Right? If you have done that and you want to set up your strategy, how you can pick trade by yourself, I'm going to share. King Fahad, go back to the YouTube channel, get the video where you see how to you see, I set up my strategy. How do I activate? I don't understand. You see, I set up my strategy. How do I activate it, please? Is it how to play straight? I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand what you mean. King Jabu, maybe probably you can retype your question. I don't understand it. You said I set up my strategy. Yeah, that means you've saved your settings. How you can trade? How do I activate the setting? There is a video you can watch. Okay, placing the trade on Royal Q. Let me see. King Fahad, you can go to the YouTube channel. Just that I'm going to share it on the group. How to place trade. They're talking about how to place trade. First thing you learn is how to trade without analysis. That's the first thing you learn because it's the most easiest, provided that you understand it and you're ready, you're patient. That's the first thing. I'm going to share it on the group, King Jabu. I will share it on all the groups. I will tell Coach Mo to share it on all the groups. How to save the settings and also how to activate the setting. How to activate the settings. What and what. You don't just go and see because his coin is pumping, you just go and place it. That's something you need to look out for. I'm going to tell Coach Mo, watch out on the group. Coach Mo will share it on all the groups. Any other group you got this link from, you're going to get it. King Jabu. Right. In addition to I can see no more question again. Probably there's no question. Everybody understand it. Everybody understand it. That's why you're not asking question. Or probably you've not watched it. You've not watched it. Yeah. I'm just going to just do one or two things and move to the next part of the class. Right. The next part of the class could take us around 30 minutes. Because there are some things that some people don't understand. You need to know before you start a business. You don't just come and say because he's paying 70%. He's paying. Yes, it pays, but it is a function of you. You need the knowledge, you need the skill. Right? Some people just want to put their money and let me start making the money. Right? Financial freedom is not something you can pick on the street. You have to put in the work to get there. You have to put in the work. So I think I will just share my screen. If you have not watched the video, go back and watch it. I wanted to show you guys our back test and show you guys that it works, the two indicator tactics and the pro strategy. But I feel that since you already have a video, you guys should have a whole week is enough for you to create, even if it is 1 hour to watch the video that is not even up to 20 minutes. Both of them are not even up to 30 minutes. Monday to Saturday, you have all the time, even if it is 30 minutes to watch the video. Some people do not watch it. That's why I'm not seeing plenty questions. My brother, please. No, it's not a matter. It's not a success in royalty. It's not a function of jumping from one strategy to another. Anyone works. If you are using Crypto Ambassador, it works. If you are using Top Gainers, it works. If you are using RQTMI, RoyalQ Emotion General, it works. If you are using Royalty Team Superstar strategy, it works. Any Robotech, there's also another team called Robotech. Everything works. If it's not working for you, just pick one. Some of us will see that you are trading with Top Gainers, or you are trading with Crypto Ambassador strategy. Every strategy works. If it's not working for you, it is you that is not working. You need to understand the strategy first and know what it is, how it works, before you can start apply it. So that anytime, as you move on, any challenge you face, you already know what it means. You not start complaining and start looking for another strategy. You get? That being said, it's not a function of jumping from one strategy to another. Stick to one thing if that's what you want. Just pick one that you like and stick to it. It works. Top Gainers, it works. RoyalQ Emotion International strategy, it works. Crypto Ambassador, it works. Team Superstar, it works. Robotech, it works. Right? Just make sure you understand it and know how to apply it. Right, so I'm going to share my screen now. Since I'm not seeing plenty, I'm not seeing question, I've not seen anything, right? Nobody is asking a question. It means that probably you guys have your own way of trading, so you don't need to watch the video. It's fine. I'm not saying that you must watch the video. I just decided to share the video so that those that are interested would watch it, right? So I'm going to share my screen. This is what I refer to as the second segment of the class, which is this 15 risk management script. Is important you guys know this, right? Sorry, I think is legible, right? This is a very important script, or this is a very important point that you need to understand before you activate your bot. I'm saying this because of the nature of the market. Whatever percentage floating loss you're experiencing now, if you want to keep enjoying money on that market, on any trade, go and use Magic 1 or Magic 2 to open up margin calls. Magic 1 or Magic 2 to open up margin calls. Very, very, very important. Very important, right? Some of us would have been trading with just 4 margin calls or any number of margin calls, and the market is deep down now. King Fahad, Coach Queen Hope, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, so like I say, I'm done with the first segment because I can't see question. The second segment of this class is this. This I'm about to say now is a very, very important point that you need to know. The first one is, I'm not going to take much of our time. I'm saying this because of the nature of the market. Because I was supposed to do the technical analysis, but right, I see that it's important. The nature of the market is what is making me to say, let me share this. The first thing you should need to know about RoyalQ is it is not a business you start today and tomorrow you blow. You start today, next 2 months, you have bought house, you have bought a car. Success in RoyalQ is 3 to 5 years of consistency, not 3 to 5 years of laziness. It is 3 to 5 years of consistency, focus, and perseverance. Before you activate your bot, you should know this. Don't start thinking that when you activate your bot, the next 3 months, you are supposed to have bought house. That job you are doing, when you got the job, did you blow in 6 months? Some people, even after 10 years, they are still complaining about money. That same energy that you're putting in your work, that is not even your company. It is not owned by you. Put that same energy when you come back from work. When you come back from work 9 to 5 p.m., put that same energy in your business so that you will see the result you desire. Right? Success in RoyalQ. Every statement you see here are words of the richest men on earth. This first number one is a statement made by Jack Ma. Jack Ma said that when you start a business, don't think you'll be successful in the next 1 year. Think of at least 5 years, 10 years. This same thing that I just said now is what Dangote applied. Dangote is, as I'm talking to you now, Dangote is in floating loss. He invested $20 billion building a refinery, and he spent 10 years. That 10 years is 10 margin calls. Each margin call is 1 year. He invested $20 billion. If you divide that $20 billion by 10, even though I know it's not evenly spread, right? That's $2 billion on a yearly basis to open margin call. Right now, he's already in floating loss because he needs to recover this money before you start talking about profits. So Dangote is having $20 billion that is already in floating loss. So don't think you're the only one in floating loss. Even he himself is in floating loss. The richest man in Africa is in floating loss. He needs to recover this money, sell crude oil that he's producing, for him to make that to be in floating profit. If he has recovered this money, then he will now say you are in floating profits, and it's going to take him years to recover this money. Right? So what I'm saying here is he started building that refinery in 2014. Just the land alone is $100 million. The land alone. So you see, what I'm trying to say here is, it is this statement that he also applied. He had been building refinery for 10 years without profit. He had been in floating loss for 10 years. So if you are in floating loss now that you're experiencing it now, US government, like I say, I shared an information on all the groups telling you that market is going to come up. Any floating loss you're experiencing now, it is even good for you to go and sell something and buy that same coin. Open margin call or do manual replenishment on that coin, because after that US election, if Trump wins that election, if you go and check the data now, statistically, Donald Trump should be leading, even with small margin. We need, if Trump wins that election, my brother, all these things, you see all the market, how the market will react. That being said, number two, the worst thing that can happen to you, since you now understand that once you activate your vote today, the next thing you should be thinking of is 5 to 10 years. For consistency, focus, and perseverance. Focus means that you are doing the same thing, Royal Q, for the next 5, 10 years. Consistency means that you are learning how to trade consistently, not just sitting down, not just putting your money and you don't want to learn anything. King Fahad, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, coach.
Number two, the worst thing that can happen to you in this Royal Q business, the worst. If you ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen to you? The worst thing that can happen to you in this business is floating loss. Floating loss. There are two. This is one of them. The worst thing that can happen to you. You will see your money, but the value has gone down. If you buy a coin of 20 units, the value of that coin is $100 when you bought it at 20 units. The value now went to $80. The robot is not going to sell. Even if it's going to take 6 months, it's not going to sell it. The quantity is constant. It is the value that will fluctuate. Right now, as I'm talking to you now, if you are in floating loss now, this is what you see. Go and check the quantity from now till even till the next 5 months. It is still the same thing, 20 units, cannot change. But the value is the one that goes up or down. You cannot find it in a Ponzi scheme. In a Ponzi scheme, they will start telling you that we are doing maintenance, and that's the end of it. That is why I say it is better to be in floating loss than to be in permanent loss. In Ponzi scheme, you experience permanent loss, but in Royal Q, you experience floating loss, which is not a real loss, unless you decide, just like Dangote, that's in Dangote, if he decides to sell that refinery, he will be at a loss. So he's not going to sell. He's trying to sell his crude to make money. Now, number three, I think I want to believe you understand what I'm saying. Number three is you can do autopilot, and you can do autopilot depending on your capital. But before you can do autopilot, you need to understand that it is an average monthly profit of 5 to 50%. An average monthly profit of 5 to 50%. So in a month, you will make 40%. First month, second month, you make 2%, 20%. Third month, you make 5%. Fourth month, 0%. Fifth month, 0%. So you see, when you add everything, you use 65. If you divide it by 5, that gives you 13% monthly. That is average. You need to understand this. Sometimes in a month, you do 0%. If you're doing autopilot, sometimes 3 months, you are doing 0%. You're not making anything. You need to understand it before you do autopilot for those that are busy, right? For those that are busy. Number 4, you can do one shot. That's you want to learn how to trade. You want to learn how to command the robot. Once it sells, you wait for you. Should wait for you to come and command it for the next instruction. If you want to do that, you can learn. That's why I shared the video. Trading with analysis, trading with 2 indicator tactics, and trading with pro strategy. Those are the ways you can learn. Watch the video, master it, and now apply. You have any question, you come on our Sunday session to come and ask your question. Just like I gave you guys a chance to ask question. Minimum capital is $100. Number of coin, 3. Minimum number of coin, 3. Why? Because if you're trading 3 coin and person that is trading 1 coin, the probability of a sell in the day is high on this side and low on this side. Why? Somebody that has selling only beans in the market and somebody that is selling beans, rice, and maize. The person that is selling beans, rice, and maize has a higher probability of making money than this guy. Because a lot of people, if you have 100 people, if you want to do the maths, this is no matter what my mind is telling me. If you do the maths, 100 people came to the market. If 100 people should come to the market to patronize these two these 2 women that are selling commodities in the market, 100 people came. This lady has 1. Probability is 1 over 100. Here, probability is 3 over 100. By the time you divide it, you have what? 0.01. Here, you have 0.03. So you see, which one is more closer to 1? Is measured probability, success of probability. Probability is measured, the computation is related to 1. Which one is closer to 1? This. So this one has a higher probability than this. That's why if you're trading 3 coins, you have a better chance to make money than 1 coin.
That's why you see that we say that you're trading what? Even CZ said that don't put your trade. CZ, who is the 27th richest? 30, I think is around that 20 something richest person on earth, right? He's saying that don't put your investment. There was a time we tweeted that don't put all your coin on one basket, all your investment on one. Trades are 3. Why? Because as you're trading 3 coins now, minimum 3 coins, you're trading 3 coins. Sometimes a coin will be delisted. Sometimes it can happen. Somebody will say, why are they delisting coin? Why are they delisting coin? If you're for example, if you're into pharmacy, let's say for example, you're selling medicine in your pharmacy. Sometimes medicine used to expire. It means it has been delisted from your shop. When you have seen that it is just 2 months that is left for that medicine to expire, you quickly want to sell it, even if it's at a small loss, and use it to buy another one. That's how it's the same way you know about business. That's what is happening here too. All right? Even if you buy tomato and keep in your house, something to perishable goods, something to expire. Every product has expiring dates. Right? So if it happens to like that, we'll tell you which coin to buy and hold to recover your money back. That being said, right? Also, average monthly profit you should know is 5 to 100%. Average monthly profit, not monthly profit. Average monthly profit, right? The best way to make money, number 5 in GrowIQ, is to trade and share the opportunity. This is also what the rich men are doing. This is what Elon Musk is doing too. Like I say, every statement you see here are something that the rich men said that we use to create this. Why? The best way to make good cash in GrowIQ is trading and sharing the opportunity. Dangote is refining crude oil. If he he can decide to be the only one using it, right? But he is using it and he's sharing to sell to make more money. He can decide to be the one. Elon Musk has electric cars. He can decide to be the only one. Like the latest car that he launched, was it 2-3 weeks ago? A robot taxi. The car doesn't even have steering. Just enter the car and type your location, it take you there. And I think based on what he said, he's even 10 times safer than human driving the car, right? So you see, he can be the only one driving the car, using the car without sharing it. You're not going to make more money. Americans are close to 250 people in America. Total number of people in America, around 250 million. Imagine he sells this car at 30,000 per pack, and let's just say 100 billion are purchase the car, 100 million purchase the car. How much do you think would have made? This is the numbers. Look at the numbers. So they are trading. Trading in GrowIQ and sharing the opportunity is like what? Dangote using the fuel and also selling the crude oil. Every rich man are selling. They are not just sitting down in one office collecting salary. They are selling. It is that selling. Another example is Mark Zuckerberg. He started Facebook in 2004, and after 10 years, 2024 makes it 10 years. He had 3 billion plus people. 3 billion. There are 8 billion people on Earth. 3 billion of these 8 billion are using Facebook. That's 37%, 37.5% of the total population of the world are using Facebook app. And he decided to reach 37%. That's 3 billion people before he started selling Meta Glass. He's selling Meta Glass now. Because I'm talking to you, a glass that you just put. If the answer call, you can do Zoom meeting with your glass. You don't need to type anything with your glass. You can see he's selling it to 3 billion people when he started selling it. That being said, that's number 5. Number 6, an impatient person should use default setting. Default setting is a setting that gives you money when the market is down. Like now that the market is down now, those that have default setting are trading with defaults. They are the one that will be enjoying subsell. Right? Average person should use somebody that has average patient person. He's not, if the market is not doing well, he's not sad and he's not happy. In between, use Magic 2 because Magic 2 can still be giving you subsell depending when the market will completely sell off. Number 8, complete patient person can use both tactics. I can decide to use $15,000 on trade, 3 coins, 5,000 per coin, even if the trade goes down, no problem. Because I know what I'm doing. I know that the market will recover. But somebody else is not paying, hey, my market, the money is down. What's going on? Floating loss. Because he doesn't understand. He doesn't want to learn. Right? Ignorance is what will make you to go and sell at a loss. Ignorance. Number 9, trade 3 coins with 1 coin on bull tactics and 2 coin on default. If you listen to Coach Mo, I think on Friday, he would have talked about bull tactics category 1 and default set. Trade 3 coins. These 3 coins, one should be on bold, and 2 should be on default. That 2 is now that you understand why we say you should do 2. Those people that follow this instruction, those are the people that will be enjoying and smiling because they'll be seeing subset. Now, this one that is on bold tactics is pending. It is pending, waiting to sell. Why this one is giving you subset? All right, that's why we say this. Number 10, you can also trade 3 coins with 1 coin on default and 2 coins on bold, depending on your patience. Some people will say, okay, I want to do 2 bold and 1 default. If you are patient, depending on your level of patience. Number 11, sometimes coins are delisted before they are delisted. You will be guided on, we will guide you on which coin to buy to recover your money back. You are not alone here. We have a Zoom session Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, even Zoom session of Coach Taj. Every day we do, even Monday, Tuesday we have a Zoom session. What else? You don't need it. No, free. You're not paying anything. Just come and be on Zoom and listen, learn and ask questions. That's all. Number 12, capital and profit always remain in your digital bank and no loss. Right now that you're floating loss, you cannot lose money here. Capital and profit is 100% in your custody. There's nothing that loss here. Number 13, you will be guided on how to build a team. If you want to build a team, you will be guided. See, imagine you are inviting 50 people every week to come and listen to Coach Nnamdi or Coach George Wednesday and Thursday. Why won't you get activation? You build your team yourself. They will help you do the talking. They will help you do the talking. You can't listen to Coach George or Coach Nnamdi but not activate your bot unless you don't have the money. Even if you don't have the money, you go and sell something active because these guys are born presenter. 14, you are not responsible for the training of your clients. You are not the one that will train them. Just make sure that they are attending Zoom on a regular basis. That's all. Number 15, the only thing you do if you intend to build a strong team is for you to be consistent with Zoom session. That's just the problem with a lot of us are having challenge with Reiki. You attend today, the next time I will see you on Zoom is the next 3 weeks. You say you are busy. That's why you are busy. If you are broke in Reiki, it's because you are not putting in the work. So this is what I decided to share this just because of the nature of the market. Nature of the market. Right? If you have any question on this, it's just a summary. If you have any question on this, type it on the chat before we move to the last segment of this class. Last segment of this class. So if you have any question, let me see it on the chat. Let me see it on the chat. Most important point to note is this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a get rich slow. But eventually, I'm going to show you something. Let me show you something. Some of us are still joking. Royalty can pay you better than any 9-to-5 job. It is just because you're not putting in that energy that you're putting in that your 9-to-5. That energy, you're not putting it in Royalty. That's why you're not seeing results. You're looking for a business where you work like an ant. I want to eat like an elephant. It doesn't work like that, my brother. It doesn't work like that. Let me do this. I'll show you something. Let me show you something. This is Coach Christopher. This is Christopher. He had made this so far in Royalty, marketing Royalty. He showed his trading result and he showed his marketing result. This is just his marketing result. I wasn't able to grab his trading result. He had made $18,000, $18,686. That's around 32 million naira in 3 years. So which means if your salary is 200,000 naira, you had made your 20 years salary, 15 to 20 years salary in just 3 years. Why not save yourself the time to put in more energy here? This is what he had made so far in just less than space of 5 days. He had made $320,000 in 5 days if you convert it to naira. And this money keeps coming on a daily basis. Why some workers are complaining, salary. This guy is cashing out. This is just the tip of an iceberg. Full bull season, you'll be seeing this account vomiting and coughing dollar. This is a V4 account. So this is an account that is making on a regular basis 300,000 in 5 days. That's 1.8 million every month. This is how many salary and I can make this money? 1.8 million naira on a monthly basis. You can convert that to naira, to dollar, and bring it to your local currency. Who can make this money in Nigeria without stressing his life? You hardly can get a job that can give you this money in Nigeria, unless you know somebody. So while you are complaining about the economy is biting, why not find the solution to your predicament? Royal Q is the solution to your financial issue. The only thing is you are not ready to put in the work. That's why you're not seeing results. The same way you're putting in energy in your 9 to 5, that's why you're collecting salary. Put that same energy here. Right? That being said, last part of this class is what we refer to as the, okay, before I move to the last segment of this class, I want to believe this small 15 set statement that I've just made. Okay, this 15th, I want to believe you go back and watch this recording to get the breakdown. Royal Q, don't come with the mindset of I want to blow in the next 3 months. Eh? Your 9 to 5, did you blow in 3 months? You didn't blow in 3 months. I want to come and blow here. No, you can blow in 6 months like Dr. Money blowed in 6 months. Because when in fact, Dr. Money's blood is cool now. What she's doing it. But when she was looking for visits in 2021, you guys are just, even me, I'm playing. This one, master, I'm playing. The way I'm pushing right now. In 2021, when Dr. Money was Dr. Money, looking for V6, she was going around all the whole 36 states in Nigeria, from one state to spending her own money for physical presentation. How many of you are doing that? Let's start from there. That's why you're not seeing results now. You're not ready to spend your money to go and promote this business. That's why you're not seeing results. Some people will say, I want to achieve something before Mark Zuckerberg did not achieve anything and he started Facebook. Today he made, just last year he made around $139,000 billion in Facebook. You don't need to achieve something before you start. Look at Elon Musk when he started the business. Did he achieve something? 1994. Did he achieve something before he started? It is the poor mindset that is telling you that you want to achieve something. Good evening, sir. I just joined. Let me read out your question. So I just joined. Okay, I just joined. I would like to watch the video and answer. Which of the robots do I need to use to trade? You are using Royal Q boats to trade, my brother. Royal Q boats is a boat that used in trading crypto spot market with your cash 100% in your custody, no third party, and no loss. Right? Go back to the group you got this link from. You will see the video that you watch to understand. The request for the video that will break Royal Q down for you. You get the video and watch it if you don't know what Royal Q is all about. And as well, if you go back to the group you got this link from, you will also get the video that will guide you on how you can trade and pick signal by yourself. In case you have challenges, next week Sunday you can meet again and you come and ask your question. Wealth Queen, okay, is it Magic 2 or 5 best for autopilot? Please, thank you. You can use Magic 2, you can use Magic 5 for autopilot. But before you put your money, understand that it's average monthly profit. Average monthly profit. Take note of that. Don't come and say because you are in we are in both season, you make money. No doubt about that. But you need to understand the fact that it is average monthly profit of 5 to 50%. Right? I'm going to So that's being said, Magic 2 and 5 works. Magic 2 covers for 60%, Magic 5. Make sure if you're trading on autopilot, you can do 7, you can do 12, you can do 25, right? We can arrange the coin for you. You can request for the coin on the group to trade, or I think, Wealthy Queen, I think I know this name. Probably maybe you can chat me so I get the list of coins you can put on autopilot. Good evening, sir. Why I'm saying this is if you put BTC on autopilot, Ethereum on autopilot, Solana on autopilot, SRP on autopilot, these are Uni on autopilot, Ton on autopilot. These are coins that guys know how they will delete this coin. Any exchange can delete these coins I just mentioned. Which exchange can delete these coins I just mentioned? Right. So that being said, that's just the tip of an iceberg on coins and you can put on autopilot. So okay, I can see somebody say, good evening, sir. So what if Trump did not win the election? That's not an issue. Even if Trump does not, we are saying that the two of them are not saying that they are against crypto, right? It's just that one is more inclined to crypto than the other. That's why Trump is more inclined to crypto than Kamala Harris, right? That's why we are saying Trump should win. Even if Kamala Harris win, nothing will happen to crypto. He's still going to cash out. Why? Because interest rate is going down. That's what investors use to invest big funds into cryptocurrency markets. These 4 parameters, take note of them. Consumer price index, interest rate, unemployment rate, job data or non-farm payroll. Either you call it job data or non-farm payroll. These 4 fundamentals that I just mentioned, and memorize it, write it down, right? And take note of the dates they would announce it. If it's positive, you see the market will react positively. If it's negative, you see the market will react negatively. Take note, those 4, there are plenty of fundamentals, but these 4 I just mentioned are major. They are the major fundamental parameters that shakes the market positively or negatively. But one thing I can assure you, I can guarantee you, is you can never lose money in this spot market. No matter how the coin stays in floating loss, you can never lose money. And most importantly is, even if you're in floating loss, you can still be making money. If you use Magic 1 or Magic 2 to open margin call, depending on your capital, but the best is Magic 2. You will still be enjoying money, subset on that same coin that is on floating loss. I say, please, you show us on how to set 2 giving coins to the gold and the others on default, and also how to set up autopilot. This is what was shared. Coach Mo, I'm going to tell him to share a video, the webinar again on all the groups. Default setting and bull tactics. It's like you don't get it. He said how to set 2 giving coins to the bot and the others on default, right? Bull tactics and default setting are what Coach Mo explained on Friday. Go back and check the date, search for the date, use the date to search for the webinar yesterday, Friday's webinar, and watch it. This class is just for trading, right? I love your question, but it's just that if I want to run you guys through again, that's another 30 minutes or 20 minutes, and which we don't have. We just have 14 minutes to end this session. King Samuel, please, I'm going to tell Coach Mo to share that video again on all the group, so that you go and take your time to watch it, and now come back to ask your question on Sunday, right? If I say I want to run that bull tactics category 1 or 2, bull tactics and default setting, it would take another 20 minutes for me to finish, and we don't have that time. Which site can we get? Okay, www.cryptocraft, www.cryptocraft.com. Adjust the time. Cryptocraft.com. This is where you can get the dates and events. That's where you can get it. I've just shared it on the picture and the chat. But if somebody has done that, okay, that's fine. Thank you very much. So I can see no more question again. My brother, I want to believe you're enjoying this class. I can see no more question again. Brothers and sisters on this call, we are one family. We are one community, right? Regardless of whichever theme you are. Just stick to one thing. If anyone you like, stick to it and pay attention to it, understanding that keep using it to cash out, right? Any question again before we call it today? If you enjoyed the class today, please let me see a yes on the chat. If you enjoyed the class, please let me see a response on the chat. Yes on the chat. Don't say, you can criticize me, please. I love criticism, because when you criticize me, you make me better. If you don't enjoy the class, let me know. No. If you enjoy the class, say yes. If you don't, say no. Right? Please don't be shy. Don't say you don't want to say no. Say what is in your mind. Say what's in your mind. All right. It's fine then. It's fine then. Nice one. So these are the things you need to preach to your prospect before he or she activates his bot. Why? Because if he doesn't know all these things I just mentioned now, these 15 script sentence that I just mentioned now, these 15 points that I just shared with you now, if your prospect don't know it, now as I'm talking to you now, your prospect will start calling you. Hey, Oga, I'm in floating loss. Oh, hey, I don't know. You can see, and your reputation is on the line. Your reputation is on the line. It's very important you do tell them this. Don't hide anything. Don't say because you want him to activate. That is why because you want him to activate. That's why you are so eager for him to activate and you hide it from him. Tell him the truth. Let him know. If he's going to join you, he will join you. If he's not going to join you, he will not join you. There's nothing you will tell him to join. You can trade one coin. No, it's just a recommendation, right? You can trade one coin with $100, right? But it's good you trade 3 coins if you can afford it. But if you cannot afford it, you can trade one coin with $100. Right? We know what we are facing with those that have $100 trading one coin. That's why I'm saying this now, so that you know, right? You can trade with $100 on just one coin and wait for it to sell. If you like, you use default setting. If you like, you use bull tactics, right? But if you have $300 on 3 coins, that's better off. 1 will be on bull and 2 will be on default. Now, as I'm talking to you now, you'll be seeing subset. Anybody that's using default setting, are you not seeing subset? Unless if the margin call had been exhausted, you will see subset. That is the advantage of trading with margin calls. That's the advantage of putting some of your coin on bull tactics and some on default. Now you'll be smiling. People are saying they're not seeing money. You'll be seeing subset. Watch the recording will be shared. Watch the record. The recording of this session will be shared on the group. Watch it out. Is it better to trade Circle in bull run? Yes, Circle is very powerful because if you're trading 25 coins now, for example, on bull run, every coin you are always in every coin. If any of the 25 is pumping, you will not miss it. All right, bull run. When you are it is this US economy that is making this more coin market, if not for this US election. This November is a month of crypto, where BTC, November 10, 2021, that's when BTC hits all-time high. November 10, 2021. BTC hit all-time high of 64,000. This November is a month of pumping coins, but it's that US election that people don't want to bring in the money to invest. Right? So if you want to do Circle, you can do Circle. I love one shot. I love one shot. So it's anyone, but Circle will give you more money in both. One shot, you can never compare Circle and one shot. One shot is the master. You cannot say you want to compare Circle and one shot unless you don't have cash. Right? You can be doing Circle. I'm not saying you're not going to make money, but Circle and one shot is a function of you. It's a function of you. If you understand Circle and one shot is a function of you. But me, for me, my own personal opinion, me myself, I love one shot than Circle. Okay. Any other? Okay, just type your question on the chat. Only 3 people can talk. Me, King Queen Hope, and King Fahad. The rest you cannot talk. Just type your question on the chat. Type your question on the chat. We'll respond to you. If your question is not clear, maybe I did not answer it clearly. You can retype it again. You can retype it again. Please, it's important that you watch that video because this bull run now, signals. Yes, I know signals, and this I can guarantee you, signals can be flowing. We have 4 students now that are posting signals like crazy on the group, right? But I've told them to just stay for a while because of this election. Let this election go first, right? You will see signal on the group, but it's best you know how to do it yourself. Go and watch that video so that you come back next week on a Sunday to ask your question. Bull run have already started because of this. Interest rate has started going down. The fact that we are in bull run does not mean that coin will not dip. People must take profits. You cannot stop people from taking profit. Once they take profit, that's when the market will go down. Even the almighty Shiba Inu dipped minus 32% in 2021. The Shiba Inu that made 25% of US workers quit their job because of the money they made from that coin. Even that Shiba Inu dipped 32%, even in the bull run. So the fact that we are in bull does not mean that coin will not dip. People must take profit. When they take profit, coin will dip. Right? It is now you that will now buy when it dipped. When you buy, the market go when you start buying, that's when the coin will go up. So bull run starts when the interest is started going down. For the past almost a year now, interest have been on 5.5, but right now it's from 5.0. It has gone down by 0.5%. So we expect it to keep going down. We don't expect it. We don't see it going up again. It's going down. So that's why we say bull run have started. So the fact that bull run have started does not mean that coin will not dip. But coin will be. Can't you see? Was this? I think it's SNT or one coin. There's one coin that did 150% last week. I think last week, if I'm not mistaken. That's how you see bull run. You just put that's 1.5, 150%. You can never get that in oil and gas. Oil and gas can only give you maximum 20% in a year. But you can see how 150% in 1 hour. That coin pumped 150% in 1 hour. Yes, you can. It depends on you. You can. Even now, there's a new feature that came in RoyalQ where you can just copy a code, a code, and send it to somebody. Once the person will just activate it, the setting will not enter his RoyalQ. I want to believe everybody understand that. Everyone, that is a very powerful feature. If you activate somebody and you just tell him to ask him of his capital, you can help him just save the setting and now copy the code and send it in. Let him keep using the code. Let him keep using it. Right? That's a very, very powerful, easy way. You don't need to stress yourself that you want to do Zoom with the new prospect, the new activated prospect. Just send him. Once he activates it, that's all. You just save it. Use the Excel template to create the setting for the person and then send the person the code. So anytime he wants to trade, you just use that code and load it on the coin. That's all. It tells you that RoyalQ is here to stay. RoyalQ business is not a business we just come and today it has closed. It is a business even in the next 50 years. We are still here. In the next 30 years, you are still here. You can see why are we having crypto? Because when Elon Musk, I think in 20 years to come now, we'll start to travel to Mars. When you're in Mars and you want to send somebody money, you now say there's no GT bank there, or there's no Access bank there, or there's no Zenith bank there. That's why we need crypto. Anywhere you are on Earth, and that's why we need Elon Musk, because he's Starlink. Once you have, very soon he will release his Tesla phone. If you have his Tesla phone, anywhere you are on the world, as long as you're in this world, anywhere you are, you have internet. So when somebody is in Mars now, when we probably Queen Hope decides to travel and go and chill in Mars, and I want to send her like $500 in USDT, I'll just send it to her straight. You receive it in Mars. But it's not as if I'll say, hey, Queen Hope, do you have GT Bank there, or do you have Zenith Bank there? This is a bank, local bank in Nigeria. These are local banks in there. You think they will have it? Do they have the service? That is what we are saying. Of course, if you have $10,000 capital, what are you even doing with 9 to 5? $10,000 capital, what are you doing tonight with 9 to 5? No, the Top Gainer strategy, the video is there. Just go and watch it to understand it. You can see I did even review the RKTMI2 indicator tactics. Not that I even review pro strategy. Because there is a video on Top Gainers. There is a video there. Go and watch it. There's a video on pro strategy. Go and watch it. If you like Top Gainers, go and watch the video. Get the video and sit down and watch it, understand it. If you have any question, you can go and ask. Come on, ask. Right? So 11 months. The whole of 2025 is bull run. Early 2026 or around that early 2026, April, January, around that February, March. That's when the market will start dipping again. Right? So just a year. Okay, I can see no more question again. I think we're done from this side. You can synchronize Queen King. Okay, you can synchronize. The only thing is that you are ready to pay some certain percent to the person that owns the setting. Apart from the 20% RoyalQ will take from your account. I think it's around 2.5%. Apart from the 20% RoyalQ is taken from your account. If you are ready to make that payment, you can synchronize. Can we still, but I don't understand, put money on bull? I don't understand this King Samson. Okay, I think I've answered all the questions. No more question again. No more question again. What I mean by, if you have $10,000 capital, I don't think you will need a job. Because if you have the strategy and you understand what you're doing, you should be making around 1 million naira or 500,000. Well, at least I'm just even conservative. I'm just saying conservative. You should make good money on a monthly basis. You should be making 1 year salary. You should be making it. You should be making 2 million, 3 million, or 4 million in a month. It's your $10,000 capital. All right. So I think I'm done from this side. No more question again. No more question again. It's fine then. We'll call it a day today. Remember, all the summary of today's class is centered on trading. Go and watch the video, master it, because we are now approaching immediately after the US election. Market will recover. All the coins you're seeing that is on deep, you are going to come back and make this cash. Right? It's just like you open a cement shop or a tomato shop, or you're selling tomato or you're selling yam. You are waiting for customer to come and buy. Now we're waiting for customer to come and patronize the coins so that the coin will go up for us to sell. Right? I used to say that this Royal Q is the best business. Why? Because everything is done on your smartphone. Just the same way you go to the market to go and purchase a bag of rice and put it in your warehouse, and you're waiting for customers to come and buy. That's how it is here. You have bought the coin, now it's the floating lot. They're waiting for customers to come and buy. You already know that. It's not how you lose that your bag of rice. The bag of rice is already in the warehouse. Nobody is going to come and steal it as long as you've locked it. You're waiting for customers. The same thing here too. Royal Q Company have decided to save you the stress to go and say you want to go and open a shop and buy back and sit down and wait for everything is in your smartphone. Even in your place of work, you can sit down, watch your trade and pick your trades. That's it. Make sure you watch the video, understand how to use it. If you have any challenge, come back Sunday and ask your question. Second part is this 15th point that I just mentioned now. The worst, I'll just bring out 2 from the 15. The worst thing that happened to you in Royal Q is floating loss. That's the worst. And the number 2 is coin might be delisted. And once it's delisted, we'll tell you what to do, which coin to convert it to in order to recover your capital. Right? And lastly, these 4 fundamentals I just mentioned: the interest rate, the unemployment rate, the non-farm payroll, and the interest rates. These 4 things you need to ensure you understand it, because if it is good, the market is good. If it is bad, market will be dipping. Right? That doesn't mean you're going to lose money. So these are the things we talked about today. This is just a summary. Right? Thank you for your time today. Have a day, week full of blessing, peace, and mercy of the Lord. Don't forget to put a smile on people's face by sharing this opportunity. Right? This is how the rich are making money. They are looking at numbers. They are looking at numbers. They are selling. They are not in one office collecting salary. They are selling. That's why they are rich. Elon Musk is not the most smartest person on earth. He's not the most knowledgeable person on earth, but because he's smart, because he's smart, that's why he's rich. He's smart. He quit his job in 1995. I'm not saying you should quit your job, right? You can. This is the best business you can do side by side with your 9 to 5, because in your office you can just pick your phone, pick your trade, and continue your work. It's not going to affect your 9 to 5. You don't need to go and stay in the office in a shop because you are doing 9 to 5 and you cannot stay in your office. Right in your office, pick a trade. It's not going to affect it. The only thing is you need to be putting in more time to learn. You cannot attend Zoom meeting. Watch the recording. Watch the recording when you come back from your work. Instead of sitting down and watching Netflix or chatting on phone that will not put money in your pocket, watch the recording, even if it is 10 or 20 minutes. Before you know, in 3 years you're done. Write your question down. You don't know where to write it. You don't have. Get Google Keep Notes. Get it on Play Store. Download it. You can be writing your question there, so that when you come for Zoom, you ask your question. That's how you learn. Right? The leaders, Coach Nnamdi, Coach George, we are ready to help you to build a team to talk to your prospects. 9 p.m. Wednesday and Thursday. So that being said, see you next week. Have a weekend full of blessing and peace and mercy of the Lord. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Coach. Good night, everyone.